Hello everyone. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I'm going to have low-key day today. Doing a little bit of random collage. I've got some signatures that I have made up, and I will show you some of the signatures that I am kind of working in. I'm organizing all my stuff, and it's very stressful. It's very stressful. I'm organizing my stuff, and I feel like there's a lot of projects. I have a lot of projects going on. Tons and tons and tons of projects, shells, and a lot of them either I don't really want to do anymore. I've kind of gone past, and they're just not, or they're not working the way I wanted them to, and I'm kind of over them. And some I really want to do. So it's really stressful to try to sort out things that you think you're going to do, you might want to do. I don't have room for all this stuff. Why am I keeping this? And you start, hi Kimberly, you start with projects, and I know I will start something, and even though it's not really working out the way I want it to, or it's not working out at all, or I've kind of gotten past it. Hello, Janet. I can't get rid of it. So I have these piles all over the place of these projects that are started. I put a lot of stuff in shoe boxes, so the whole little, all the bits and stuff are put together. So if I want to look at it and want to, see if I want to work on that, everything's there, and I can judge whether I want to start working on it or not. Hi, Carol. But I have a hard time letting go of things, even though I look at it and I know I'm never going to do anything with it again. Some of it, I don't know what that is. I really don't. So I have been doing this collage thing, and I would like to do the last part of the collage journal. I want to finish up these signatures, and I guess I should put on a light now. It's so hot, guys. It's just so hot. These lights are just horrible. So I'm just going to put one on. It's way up there. Maybe it won't wash everything out. I hope I'm not the only one that can't get rid of projects I know that I'm never going to finish. But anyway, so these are the signatures that I was working in for that series, and I am quite far. I would like to do a little bit more, adding some little detail pictures, and I would like to do some more writing. I don't think I've done any writing, so some writing, and I would like to do some doodling, some more doodling and stuff in here, and I would like to sew these signatures together to show how to sew signatures after they have been, after you think that they're done to your liking. Even after you sew them into a book all together, you can still add stuff after that. It's not like it's the very end and you can't touch them anymore. But I do prefer working in signatures, and a signature is just some pages sewn together so that you can work on it without fighting the rest of the pages and fighting the books and all that stuff. I have really found that working in signatures really works for me. And so I have been creating a bunch of signatures just to relax with, mostly. Just really relax with. And so these are kind of ready to be bound a little bit more. There's some spots here that need a little something. There's a whole strip. I probably should put some washi tape or something on that. But they are pretty close to being. Yeah, this is a piece of a coaster. It's just the paper off the cardboard, and I really liked it. And I think I want to put it there, but I'm not sure, so I just keep moving it around. And we're going to have focus problems now. There we go. So that I'm kind of hoping to do that soon. I did not work in this past week. I don't think I did. I would like to finish this up and get that last part, mostly for sewing the signatures together, just so we can have that out there. I think I've done other videos sewing signatures into a book, but I don't think the video was very good, so I think I need to redo that. And so that is these signatures. There's 5 signatures here, and they are pretty full, and they've got a bunch of stuff in them, and I am kind of hoping I can do that last little bit soon. I also have the junk mail, the junk journal that I've been working on. I haven't worked at all at this one, and this one's another one I can probably sew together in a video just to show how to sew them together. I probably should be working on this just to get it kind of finished, but I'm not in the mood for that, so I guess I won't. So I put together some little, I guess they're junk papers that I put together. I have 5 signatures with some, I will show how to sew them, Raven, definitely. It's in the works, it's in the planning. I would like to work on those signatures just a little bit more, add a little bit more details and some more doodling. That way I won't have to fight the book after they've been sewn. I want to work on them just a little bit more, and then I will not sew them together unless I am making the video. I promise. I promise. So I did take some pieces of brown paper bag and some book pages. I think I've got a guest check in here. That light is just washing everything out no matter what I do, huh? Is it better that way when it's not shining right on there? Is that enough light? Some grid paper. Still not real good, is it? And other little bits of stuff that I just had hanging around. I put some of the pages in, I sew them together, and that's what I've been doing this morning. I have just been, this is mostly what I did today, relaxing. I pulled out a bunch of junk here, some papers and some book pages and some painted papers and some junk mail and just some little bits and pieces that I have. Some envelopes. We know we love the envelopes, all the patterns. So I pulled out a bunch of that stuff, and some of it's stamped and some of it's painted. And I have just been randomly making some abstract collages. These are collages that don't really have focal points. And maybe I should go a little bit slower. And maybe, let's see what I got here. That I can use that. See if I can get this thing to focus. Is that focused? I can't tell. I got new glasses, but the prescription was wrong, and I took them in and they had my eyes retested, and they said, yeah, they're wrong, so they are out to be fixed. I won't get them back for another week. So, okay. I hear my neighbor's music. Somebody tell me if you can hear it in the background. Let's see if I can get this thing focused. I guess it is. I guess it's just my eyesight. All right. So I have just been gluing some random little bits in here just to relax with, really. Just not to think about anything. And I'm using stuff with no focal points, just like an abstract kind of stuff. You're mad because your envelopes don't have any security patterns? Oh, that's too bad. I get a lot of them. Okay, so we can't hear the music, so I can continue. If it gets any louder, I'll have to stop recording. So, and I'm using just painted papers. I have used some acrylic paint on some of the background or the paper. And so I'm using some watercolor crayons, some water-soluble colors to add some color on top. And it's been a very relaxing day today, very stress-free. And it's been kind of nice just to randomly glue stuff and not really think about it too hard and not have to worry about if the picture's upside down or not, or all that good stuff. And I'm kind of liking the abstract kind of thing. So, and I'm really enjoying looking at some of the book pages. A lot of the book pages that I use are either, I've got English books that are old, that came from their textbooks, but they're no longer using those textbooks. And a lot of the books that I have, they are cheap, either Dollar Tree novels, or they're, library cast-offs, or that kind of thing. So they've got a story to them. So they've got dialogue or little bits of phrases and stuff. And I'm enjoying looking at the text just to see if I can find little bits that are interesting to put in here. So I'm kind of having fun going slow and relaxing with it and just having fun. And I needed to relax a little bit, I think. So that is what I did today. It's not much. Like I said, I'm really going slow, just because it feels like I need to slow down a little bit and not worry about getting something done. I've done a little bit in here, and that's all I'm doing is I'm grabbing some stuff and just kind of gluing it in. This is my favorite security envelope pattern. I think I have had 2 since I started collecting them with this pattern. I don't remember where it came from, whose it is, but I love that one. And another one that I really like and I hardly ever see is this one. It's a tiny little squares that have a great pattern in them. You can kind of see it in there. But I have only seen 1 or 2 of these also, so I love these ones. And I think this is the last bit of this one that I have. I actually, for this one, I love this one so much that I actually scanned it on the computer and printed it out so I could use it in more stuff, because I could never find the actual envelopes. So now I just print out the envelope pattern to use. Yes, I am a crazy person. And that's the way it is. So I've kind of started with this signature, adding a few things. I haven't added a lot yet. And I think I did some in one of the other signatures too. But all it is some papers. How many papers did I put together? I put 5 pieces of paper together, folded them in half, sew them together, and that's all that it is. It's just a signature that I can work in so that I know what order it will come out in the book. And I don't have to fight the other pages. I don't have to fight the book. I can get it really wet and get it dry faster because there's not so much bulk and stuff getting wet. So I am really enjoying. I haven't done anything in this one yet either. Just random pieces of paper and book pages and stuff. I think I've done a little bit in this one. I got a Wrigley's gum wrapper in this. Security envelope. Yep. I'm loving just reading little bits of whatever. It doesn't have to make any sense. Here's another guest check that I put in there just for some fun. So I guess it's kind of a junk journal. It's just a bunch of stuff that I thought about throwing away. So I am going to pull out one of these. This one I haven't done anything in yet, so I will work in that today. I also did, just because I'm doing the show and tell, I'm also planning on working in some signatures that are a little larger. I have a bunch of paper pads that are 9 by 12, 9 inches by 12 inches. Some of it's sketchbook paper, some of it's drawing paper, some of it's watercolor paper. I don't know what else I've got. A bunch of different things. So I put some of this, and I put some scrapbook papers in here. I cut down a 12 by 12. I just cut 3 inches off of it so I could use those in collages. And I put those together in a signature, and I used some of that paper that we did the bleeding tissue. I thought, isn't that pretty? Didn't that turn out cool? I'm going to do some more of that. So I have these larger 9 by 12, 9 by 12, 9 by 6 if it's folded, if it's together. And put some scrapbook paper in and some blank paper, and I will be doing collage and some fun stuff, so I can use some larger pictures that I have. I am kind of trying to use up some of the bunches of stuff that I've got, and so I have these out here to work on. Mustaches. The bleeding tissue paper was fun. It was very fun. I put a bunch of that in here. I put a bunch in. Here's another piece of it. It was fun. So I haven't done anything except make those signatures yet. I've got 5 of those as well. And so this is another one of my just relaxing, don't worry about it projects. And then another one, I've shown the signatures before. And I did kind of start with them. The calendar, I have actually 3 of these. I have someone in the inside. I've got someone on the inside. I've got someone who works at a college bookstore. It is a Barnes & Noble bookstore, but it is for college students, so it's mostly textbooks that is in this store. They do have some, not very many, some bargain books and some of the bestsellers, and they did have calendars for sale. Well, these students, when they go in to get their textbooks, they're not really looking for calendars, so there was a ton of them left over. And I said, you better not be throwing any of those away. They didn't sell, So I have 50 plus calendars, different kinds of calendars. I have a ton. So I've got 3 of these, and they're huge. How big are they? How big are they? They are 15.5 by 12. So they're huge. They're huge. And I just took the pages, 12 of these pages, and I folded them in half and made signatures out of them. And I've shown the signatures before. I only made 3. I'm kind of liking this. I've started putting napkins in it and tissue paper. I've started with napkins and tissue paper on some of these pages. Yeah, I have connections. I do. I have connections. That's where I get some of these old textbooks too. People leave them there. They can't be bought back if the college isn't using them. People get angry and just leave their stuff there, and I get that stuff too, if it's any good. All right, it's hot here today, and I have my door open, and so I got Kitty that's coming in. Let me scooch Kitty out of here, because I don't need, out. I don't need kitty cat hair in here. I'm dying of heat. So it is just so much hotter in this room, especially when you keep the door closed. I want some air conditioning today. Last week it was so hot I thought I was going to die of heat exhaustion. Please do tell me if you start to hear the music. I get the register tape rolls, the sticker rolls, the calendars, the old textbooks. I do. And the Starbucks. Not that I get a lot of stuff from Starbucks, but yes, there is a Starbucks inside this bookstore as well. So I have put the pages together. I tried to put the pictures. This is Ansel Adams calendars, his photographs. So I put the pictures together. I just love this one. This is the center. Love it. Hi, Lisa. And so I've just started adding a little bit of napkins and some tissue paper. And I have some images that are really, really, really huge, and I thought I would put them in here. Here is tissue paper and a napkin. And I thought I would just do the first layer with some tissue paper and napkins. And I'm just putting one layer down and letting it dry, and that's why it's taking me so long. I'm not using heat gun on it. I am just putting stuff down and moving on, and just, like I said, I'm relaxing with this stuff and not stressing about it, having a little bit of fun. Here's some tissue paper. And the fish, I accidentally rubbed too hard, and I rubbed part of my fish away. Please be careful with your napkins. They're very, very, very fragile. Tissue paper is too when it gets wet. And it looks funny. I don't know how I'm going to fix that, but we'll get there later. Here's another one I really like. This is tissue paper with the little flecks in it, and a napkin that had texture to it, but gluing it down, I've lost most of the texture. You see it right there. It's got some texture, so I like that. And I haven't done very much in these yet. Like I said, I'm letting them all dry naturally, so that's my start of that. So working in that just a little bit. So that's all that I've been doing other than trying to organize all my junk. You guys are silly. I'm going to be drinking a whole lot of water today. I don't think I drank enough, especially I've got an allergy. I'm having allergies or something. So my head kind of hurts a little bit. I'm kind of stuffy. Something must be blooming. I'm not sure what. So oh, you've been looking at every restaurant and no placemats or coasters. Do they have menus? I always ask for takeaway menus because I really like takeaway menus as well. And of course, I don't have anything anywhere near me here. I use menus sometimes. So I am just going to relax and hang out with you guys today. And I am just going to glue stuff in this signature, and it's mostly me wanting to just chat with you guys. Not that I really want to get anything, well, I do want to get stuff done, but mostly want to relax and just not worry about stuff. So, what are you guys talking about? You started to embarrass your family because you're always asking for an extra bag or a liner or something. That's funny. Yes, ask for that deli paper that's in the bread box. It's got cool patterns on it or something. Your family will get used to it. Mine, they know it's coming, so they walk away and they aren't in the vicinity of me when I'm asking for something. They make me go, to the waitress or whatever and ask, not at the table. So, yes, I understand embarrassing people. I do. People just don't like being embarrassed. They're just so worried about what people are going to say. I suppose if you're from a small town, I'm getting to the bottom of my glue here. If you're a small town place and you have to go back to the same people, and they will remember you if you if you ask for stuff. But if you ask for stuff often, they start saving you stuff because they know what you're looking for. So a lot of people think it's kind of fun to save and collect things for people too. So keep that in mind. People, if they know kind of what you're looking for and kind of what you're doing with some stuff, they think it's kind of fun to play along and to try and help you out. A lot of times I have found that. I really have. I should just go ahead and get another glue stick out because this one's kind of done and I don't want to dig out glue right now. That is not relaxing. Digging out the glue, getting it all over my fingers, especially in the start of a stream. Yes, the things we do to our families, they just don't understand how much fun it is. It's a lot of fun to play with this stuff. Here's another little bit of text. I'm going to save that. I want to use that. I think I want to use this one too, but not this shape. Kind of like that. They do. They remember, if you're in a small town, people find it interesting if you ask for, things. If you ask for the liner, the deli paper that's in the bread box or the bread basket, or menus, or they look at you funny first, and I always say, well, I do collage with it. And they give you a funny look at first, and then they think about it, and then they like, oh, well, what kinds of things do you do? If you live in a small town and you ask for something, they'll usually remember. They'll usually remember. And if you come back to that place and show, bring something, a postcard or an ATC or something, so they get an idea of how you're using some of the stuff, then they really, really, it clicks with them. I am going to open up a new glue stick. It clicks with them to what you're doing with this stuff, and then they think it's awfully fun to save things that they think you might like. And they really think it's fun if you make them a little something out of something that they've saved for you. And that really spurs a lot of people on to help you find stuff and to save stuff for you. So, just saying, it is one of those things that's a lot of fun. It is fun to find. I mean, I'm a treasure person. I like to go in search of things. And I think it's really cool if I find something. This is a part of an envelope that I really kind of like. I think it's fun if I find something that I'm not expecting to find. If I find a cool weathered piece of paper in the parking lot, I am a happy camper. That's the kind of stuff I like to find. So, I mean, it's just what I do. It's just what I do. So yeah, if you're in a small place and you eat at the same place all the time, yeah, the people know what you're gonna drink. And I did wait tables, so I know from that end that it's fun to to interact with people sometimes. They kind of, I've had a lot of regulars, definitely, where I worked at a restaurant for 8 years, so I had tons of regulars, and they knew what I did. I was doing paper crafts at the time. It was before I quit for that was a little break that I had there. And they would save me stuff. They would ask. They wanted to look at my pictures and all that stuff. So yeah, it's fun for a waitress as well as for you as a customer. Oh, this would be kind of cool in there. Talking about asking for things, I had taken my kids to a library in Miami, and as we were checking out some books, I noticed on the counter there that they were ripping in half all these library cards. They were full and couldn't be used anymore, so they were replacing library cards. Of course, I asked for some. They didn't give me very many. They gave me probably 10, but I asked for them. I said, "What are you going to do with those?" And they said, "We're throwing them away." And I'm like, "Oh, can I have some of those?" And they looked at me funny. And they like looked at each other like, what can she do with library cards? I guess she can't do a whole lot of damage with library cards, so I guess we'll give them to her. I should have asked for more. If you're just throwing them away, I'll take all that you got right there, kind of thing. I don't have very many of them left. It's one of those things I don't like to use very much. When they're gone, they're going to be gone. But isn't that cool? Just a random... I don't know what they're called. An abstract collage. Something like that. I should have used up some tickets. I have way too much stuff to be worried about saving it for the perfect project. I am really trying to train myself to stop doing that. I like that piece. I've got quite a few security envelopes here. I'm trying to use up some little bits and pieces. Go back to some of these other pages. Oh, I need something on this page. What can we put on that page? Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. And the libraries here were not very good. My story of the library here. I got here, it will be 2 years in July, the first week in July, almost 2 years ago. Never been here before. Moved here from Florida, and had to do something on the computer. So you go into the library to use their computers. And they've got quite a few computers that that you pay. I don't know if it's an hourly fee or what, but we get on the computer. Well, the one that's not too far from here, we walk in and it's a normal library. It's not huge. It's kind of on the small side, but the shelves are empty. They're maybe 10% of the shelves have something on them. The shelves were, it was just unbelievable to me how empty, there wasn't anything there. People are just using the library here for the computers, I think. I don't think they really do a whole lot book-wise, which I thought was odd. They had some magazines that people were reading, and I think maybe because they were waiting for computers. The second time we went, trying to get something done for the lease, it was raining, and we went in there. Hi, cat. And the roof was leaking. The computers were all shut down and plastic all over the computers that were in the middle of the room. And that explained why there wasn't any books in the library, because the roof was leaking and everything was getting wet. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand. So we went to a different library, And again, they hardly had any books in there. They had a little bit more. They were a little bit bigger, but it's still less than half full. The shelves were less than half full of books. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. But again, everybody was using just the computers. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But the poor library was, it was definitely, had seen better days. Definitely, definitely, definitely. So, so that was my experience with the libraries here. They don't have anything. They just don't have anything. Don't know why. I kind of like this gold stuff going on here. It is sad, you know, and I don't. And the library that I had come from had a great little gift shop kind of thing in it. It had a little room that they put discarded books in, and they had old magazines that they were selling and DVDs, and you know, it was a nice, it was a little room, but it had a lot of stuff in it that they were selling. I got National Geographics for a dime. I mean, really cool stuff. So it was really hard to come here and get used to not, that's kind of a cool piece too, but I don't want it that close to the other one. Not really being able to use the library because it just, nothing was going on there. What do I want here? This is a great one. This is a crayon rubbing from my flip-flop and gold paint rubbed over it. So I should probably use that. Please do let me know if you start hearing music. Let me be aware of that, please. Let's see if we can get the focus down here again. Thank you. Because it seems to be getting louder. I don't want to be banned from YouTube. I don't think that would be very nice, and I don't think other people would like it either if they can't watch videos, because I've been banned because my neighbor can't use headphones. Yep, that's all there is to it. He can't use headphones. And he really likes it loud too. Very, very loud. So, are other people working on stuff? I know, was it last week that I did the painted papers? It seems like it was a longer than that. Was it last week? It was, wasn't it? Seems like, hi Dorothy. Headphones. Yeah. Yeah, what's headphones? I like that. Something different. I painted a bunch of these security envelopes with Easter egg dye a couple weeks ago. So some of that is this. Using some of that stuff. And I kind of wanted to do some doodling. Did somebody... I have a China marker that I never ever use. Why don't I ever use it? I don't know. But it's about time. What is a China marker really good for? Why do people use China markers? What's the speciality of a China marker? Does it blend? What is it? You're cutting up magazines? I need to do that too. I've got a ton that I need to go through. But I'm running out of places for all my stuff. Need something right there. Maybe not text. Maybe something painted. That's kind of a cool little piece. I don't like the colors together. Maybe this one. This one looks like it's seen better days. What in the world did I do to that? It's all ripped to shreds. I have no idea what I did to it. It's waterproof. It works. China markers work on metal and glass. Oh. It works on glass and it is waterproof. Thank you. It's waterproof. That's nice to know. Okay. That makes sense. So that would be good. I got somebody knocking. I will be right back. Mailman. I don't hardly ever get anybody knocking at my door. And the Stabilo works with the water. Yes, I knew that. I just wasn't sure what China marker was really used for. Why would somebody want to use a China marker? But I get it. Yeah, if it's waterproof, that's pretty cool. Like that. That works for me. That would be nice to make circles and stuff. It makes a nice black line. Liking that. Marking on China. Ah. Why would you want to mark on China though? Thrift stores use them to mark prices? Because they would mark on just about anything, huh? Here's some more painted papers. This one I did a cross stitch, the plastic cross stitch stuff, and it made little circles with the metallic watercolor paints I put in there. I thought it was really kind of cool. Why would you want to mark your China? Why do they call it China markers? Why? Oh, why? That's a pretty, I like this paper. I need to make some more of those. So, some of this. Some of this. Yeah. It's squares. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. It's squares, and I put a lot of this metallic watercolor down in the paper and put the plastic cross stitch mesh over the top. I think I sprayed a little bit of something also, so it was really, really wet. It had a lot of water, and the paint and the pigment kind of collected right where the mesh was resting on the paper, and I let it set. I probably let it set for a couple days until it was really, really dry. And when I took the mesh off, that's what I saw underneath. I did not do that on purpose. There was just so much water that it made the circles. I think that's really kind of cool. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot and just never did it again. So I don't have, this one little piece of paper is the only piece of paper I have with that. And you can see the mesh on the other side. Just a regular cross stitch mesh, but it really did work out nicely. I really liked that. Let's see, what else do I have here? Rub that down. Some circles. And I do have some water-soluble crayons and markers and stuff to color some of this stuff if I need to. That's a fragile piece of paper. It's not tearing really, it's kind of breaking. It's breaking, poor little thing. Let's glue that down really good. Oh, I didn't turn on links, sorry. They are now turned on. You can do that again, Kat. It wasn't, the link didn't do its thing. No one could see it. What else? I like this little bits of stars. I think that came off of Publishers Clearinghouse or something kind of like that. There you go. There you go, Kat. It's there now. Looks like that one needs a little bit of something else on it. I am going to put some color on that. I have got some gelatos and some watercolor crayons and some portfolios. Let me use some of these portfolios. A purple one, I think. Get my finger wet and kind of smear it. It's glossy, so it's kind of smearing off. It's not working. It's not working real well. It's too glossy. Uh-oh. I need to turn my page. Too glossy. What was a cool mistake? Me leaving the cross stitch? That was a mistake. I do that on purpose because I like the way it looks. I use bubble wrap that way as well, and plastic wrap makes a really cool pattern. And I've done it on a few things. I don't think I've got any. I think I use it up faster than I can make it. Because here's another one. Here's another one with cross stitch. The cross stitch mesh. This one doesn't have metallics on it. This is just regular watercolor paper. And just make the paper really wet. I'll do a video one day. I think I've got a video. It's called Watercolor Technique. And I did it over a year ago, maybe just a little over a year ago. And I've used cross stitch, the plastic cross stitch mesh, bubble wrap, plastic wrap, aluminum foil. I like to use watercolors with these things because they make really cool patterns, and I don't have to worry about the watercolor sticking the paper, the things to the paper. Hi, Vicki. So I love using the cross stitch mesh. This one, of course, does not have the little circles. I don't know how I managed to get the little circles. I think it was because I sprayed a bunch of more metallic over the paper after I put the mesh down. But I love using mesh. I love the squares and stuff. And it's just a little piece of paper. I think I was doing little bits. I don't know why I was doing little bits. I usually do a whole 8.5 by 11 sheet at one time because I let it sit there at least overnight. But usually, if it's winter time, I might let it set for a little longer just so that if you move it when it's still wet, you lose the effect. So it has to be dry for this to happen. As soon as if it's wet and you move the mesh, that moves the pigment and it kind of doesn't look cool anymore. So I do. You have to let it dry completely before you even try to start moving things. So I make sure it's nice and dry before I mess around with it at all. I do. So put that down. I don't have a purple page. I think I need a purple page. Put that down. I think I want to put some squares on there. Do I have my... I do. I have my little shape maker and a purple Bic pen, and I'm just gonna put some squares I never make squares, but I want to kind of echo the other squares from the mesh. I like that. I like it. Fun stuff. Kind of late. Only by an hour, Vicky. Only by an hour. It's all right. Let's see. What else do I want on there? That's kind of cool. There's another security envelope. Let's see the postage on there. Yep. I think it's blue. Yeah, it's blue. It's blue. I need it on a blue page. And I got some of my homemade stamps stamped on a flyer. And that's part of that guest check. What else do I have in here? Here's another little bit of blue, some more blue. I think I need to do a blue page. I might have too much stuff out here. I'm not seeing everything. I wanted options though. Sometimes when you have too much stuff, it doesn't help you. I think what I need is some words here. Something. Yeah. That is what we need there. Just like that. You don't have one of those shape makers? I like my shape maker. I've got quite a few of them. I have, of course, I have the circles one with all the different circles, different sizes. This one has triangles, rectangles, squares, circles, hexagons. That's about it on that one. I have my quilt maker templates. Here's different sizes of hexagons. I don't know if you can see it. I haven't used this yet. I pulled it out. I came across it while I was organizing. I pulled it out thinking I might want to use that in something. And then these are, I love making mini quilts. You can't see it. I like making mini quilts. So, you have a piece of brown paper anywhere? So these are basic shapes for, squares and triangles to make basic patterns. And this one is for the clamshells and all that good stuff. Of course, I've got circles. I have, where is it? I have one. What happened to it? Oh. Then I have the little baby one. It's also a shape maker. It's got some tiny little triangles. There you can see it. Hexagons. This one's smaller. I have two sizes. Yes. I like this one. I don't know why. I like the little baby shapes, I think. And then I got a brand new one. Here it is. Ta-da! This thing is really, really cool. Let's put some stuff down here. and play with the circles. Circle playing time. Something over here too. Maybe this piece of blue security envelope. I've got too much security envelope going on over here. Book page of some sort. That's yellow. Put that one down. Actually, let me make some circles first and then put this on top. I like this. I'm going to use a big pen with it because it's got little lines in it and little dots, so you can make, because this thing spins around, so you can make huge circles. And then it's got the little circles in here too. So to make some huge circles, will that fit in there? No, it's too wide. That's not going to fit. I need a different pen. What do I have that's skinny? Do I have a regular pen? Will a regular pen fit in there? Yes. So I can make big circles. Big circles. Littler circles. Medium circles. So how cool is that? Isn't that fun? I love this thing. I got it for my birthday at Hobby Lobby. $4.99. Fun, fun, fun stuff. I do. I love it. And then I can make other little circles. Like that. Oh, I get too amused too easily, huh? And then I can glue this over my circle. I do. I like gadgets. I like circle gadgets. I do. I do. I do. I do. My head is starting to really hurt. I think I'm getting a little bit more stuffed up. I don't know what I'm allergic to, but I think I am. I think I'm going to add a little bit of blue to this. Some color down. Smear it with a little bit of water. You hear the birds? Birds are happy. We have a lot of birds here. And a tree just right outside the window, so I hear the birds a lot. And then ooh, fresh strawberries with Cool Whip. That sounds really good. That 'tis the season for that, isn't it? 'Tis the season. Oh, I just ripped that. I guess that's not, doesn't want to be there. All right. I'm kind of trying to get it a little bit smaller, and I ripped it. I like that. This whole, I don't know what it's a, I think it's a dictionary page or something. And it says, true, truthful, faithful, perfect, flawless. I gotta put that down there. I do, I do. You saw my templates, yep. I did a lot of quilting in my day. A lot of quilting. I don't have the eyesight for quilting anymore. I think I might put some purple on here. I like the zigzags, the cancellation. And I think I'm going to use a little bit of watercolor crayon just to give it a little color. Wet finger and smush it around. I need to change my page. Did I say that already? I think I did. My headache is distracting me. There goes my glue. There goes my glue. Let's get the outsides of that. All right. I gotta find my glue. It went under the table. Hi, Linda. Hi, Linda. You have a lot of quilting templates that have never been used. I used mine. I did use them. I don't think I like those purples together. I don't think I do. I need to put that someplace else. Now that I look at it, I don't like it. I don't like it. I used mine like crazy. I did. I don't see anything else I really want on there. Ooh, peach. Put a bunch of acrylic paint on this one. I guess I drew too hard because it's coming through. The tricolor pencils. Oh, I have some of those. Are they fun? I got some. Where are mine? The tricolor pencils. Do I have some book pages that I can use? Some little bits. I got some to play with too, and I never play with them. Thank you for reminding me. I have a bunch of stuff. Where are they? I have some. I don't see them. I know I had at least one. I think I've got 3. Why don't I see them anywhere? That's strange. I know I have some. Oh, there they are. Here they are. Here they are. I have the tricolor pencils. They're huge. So when you, and of course they're all nice and pointy because I haven't used them. Get a book page out here. Actually, I could probably do some shapes. Some shapes. Let's see. Let's use an orange. It's an orange, red, and yellow. Orange, red, and yellow. Let's see. Let's do some hexagons. Of course, you can't see it. I don't see any of the other colors. I kind of see a little bit of yellow, but not really. But I've got the pencils. This one is blue and yellow and dark blue. 2 different pinks and a purple. Yellow, pink, and purple. And green and purple and blue. I bet that one's cool. I bet that one's really cool. Let's get a nice... You can see the different colors in it. Can you see it? Not really, huh? There you can see blue, the purple, green. They work better once they're not pointy. So maybe I should just flatten them out a little bit. Yeah, they do work better when they're not so pointy. All right. Wow. Those are pretty cool. Oh, look at that. You see the different colors on there? Not really. Can you see the 3 different colors? I can see it in person. It doesn't, I can't in the camera. I can't see it real well. But that's pretty interesting. Those are kind of fun. You can kind of see on that one how it changes from green to blue to purple. So those are the pencils that I have. And then I have these Crayola crayons. I got quite a few of them. And they have 3 or 4 colors. You see that? There we go. These are crayons. And I have used these a little bit. These are twistables. But you have to kind of twist them a little bit to get the different colors because they are definitely, they're segregated so that you have to twist the crayon to get the different colors. It's not quite the same thing. The other ones are all meshed in there in different ways so that they come out unexpectedly. So these are really fun. And they work better when they're not pointy. But these, you have to turn them to get the different colors. Some interesting colors, though. I should do a... Let me get another piece of paper out here. Let's do a crayon rubbing on my flip-flop. Let's use a pink. A little bit of orange. Yeah, you have to twist the twistables around to get the different colors, but it still works. Still works. You bought 2 pairs of flip-flops. Do they have some cool designs on them? What other colors do I have? Green. Here's a red, yellow, and orange. Ooh, yeah. I like that red. I like the flip-flops. Well, these are my favorite. I really like this pattern. They are really hard and not really comfortable to wear, so it's a good thing that the bottoms are so cool. I like that one. I like that one a lot. But yes, tricolors and 4 colors and fun stuff. I should probably put a watercolor wash over that. But I won't. But I won't. I think I'm just going to use this. Over here, since I made it. Having fun today, huh? Sorry guys, I'm so boring today. But I just needed a little bit of relax my brain time. Just a little bit of non-thinking. Non-thinking day. It's a non-thinking day. I like non-thinking days. I'm going to put this circle in the center here. Gotta have non-thinking days every once in a while, right? just every once in a while. Hopefully my headache will go away. Are we getting to be about that time? I haven't really started packing. I'm still organizing. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot still. I got rid of a bunch of stuff, but I haven't really packed anything. So it's stressful to have to worry about what projects you're using or you're going to do and not going to do, and it's not fun. I've got quite a few projects that need a decision, and I can't make any decisions on some of them. That's my stress for some reason. Can't get rid of projects that I don't think I'm going to finish. And I think part of that is I get in different moods. Just because I'm not in the mood to finish something one day does not mean that I won't think about it and go back and do something with it at another time. And if I'm moving, I always seem to change not only projects, but not moods, but what's the word I'm looking for? I have certain things that I like, and it seems to change just slightly, not a whole lot, but it does seem to change when I move sometimes. I like other things. I'm more interested in other things, different ways of doing stuff. And I do that a lot after I move, so I don't really like to get rid of a whole lot before I move, because I never know what I'm going to be in the mood for after the move. Does that make any sense? Does it make any sense? I'm not making any sense because my head's hurting and my brain's on vacation. It doesn't want to think today. Been doing enough thinking about my projects and where I'm going to put all this nonsense. I don't have to get rid of stuff, but I have a lot of stuff. I have more stuff than I will ever do in 5 lifetimes. So it's not really a matter of I have to get rid of it. It's more, really, are you going to take this along? Are you never going to finish this? What in the world are you doing? Wasting space with this kind of thing. I'm going to put some more color on these hexagons, and that's not enough color. It's shiny, but it's really not enough color. I will know more next week. I will know a whole lot more next week, so I'm trying not to think about it. Try not to. Ooh, I have a metallic marker. Ooh, where can I use that? Uh-oh. It's stuck together. It's stuck together. I want bigger circles than that. Let me use this one. I want some big circles. So it's not too boring watching me fiddle around with a whole lot of nothing and not really knowing what I'm doing. Just playing. It does make sense. Yeah. Your move is in 10 days? Uh-oh. Are you packed up and all that good stuff? I got a ton of stuff. I got a lot more stuff than any normal person should have. I really, really do. Oh, you got the dish strainer. We should use the dish strainer. Where can I use the dish strainer? Let's use it here. What color should I use? We'll use pink. We'll use bright pink. I am trying not to think of the move because it's going to be a really fast thing. So, oh, see, I love the way that looks. I do. I definitely do not use this thing enough. Yvonne commented last time I used it. I guess it was just last week. Why does it seem like it was a long time ago? It was just last week. She commented that she was glad to see it. I was glad to see it too. I need to use it more because I really do like it. You know what would be fun is to use a pen on it too. I've got all these pens and I never seem to use them on anything. It's time to use some pens. I'm gonna make the, okay, where did it go? Okay, here it is. No. There it is, lining it back up again. Uh-oh, now it's not writing. Uh-oh. It's not writing. There it goes. It's not really writing. Tiny little circles. Sorry guys, I can't look at chat. Just a second. I hope it's not too boring for anybody watching the recording. I'm sorry. I needed just some stress-free, non-thinking, non-project, just play kind of day. And I apologize for not having really anything to share and do and stuff. Oh, look how fun that is. I like it. Can you tell the difference? How fun is that? Oh, I have way too much fun. Okay, so can I line that up again? You'd think it would be pretty easy to line up, but it really isn't. There it is. There it is. Okay, see, my pen keeps coming apart. This is not good. Especially when I do circles. It circles itself off. It doesn't like these pens, all of them, they fall apart while I'm using them, and it's usually when I'm doing circles. They don't like circles. I'm rolling the stupid things off, I guess. Unscrewing them as I do my circles. Oh, see, I like it. Little metallic circles on it. Hi, Vicky. I didn't see you come in. So, I gotta do the other one. Do all three of them. If I can line it up. There it is. There it is. Uh-oh. Yeah, these dish drainers are really, really fabulous. They came from Yvonne in England. There is a Happy Mail video where I pull it out of the package. And there's two of these little ones and a larger one in this package. And someone last week said that they found it, the package of them, somewhere, eBay or Amazon or somewhere. They found them online. Believe it or not. I recommend them highly. They are very, very fun to use. I like it. I like it. Oh dear. Oh, you're the one that said you were late? I thought it was the other Vicky who said she was late. Wasn't the other Vicky late too? There it is. We got all the Vickies here today. At least all three Vickies have different spellings, which helps in chat, but it doesn't help when I'm saying Vicky. I thought, yeah, I saw you said you were late. I thought that was the Vicky S that said she was late. I guess I not looking at my chat very well, huh? So I love this little toy. I like the little toys. Fun little toys. Oh, and I haven't used this stamp yet in here. This one needs some little bits and pieces. What time are we at? So I did see you, but I didn't really see you. So hello, Vicky. Gotta go back to the boxes. Bye, Linda. Thanks for saying hi. Thanks for coming in. Here's one that I just did some cross hatching on. I will probably be doing that soon too, going back to the boxes. Oh, I do really need to change this page out because it's got enough glue on it already. And I keep losing my glue stick. They arrived about the same time. Is that why I'm confused? Is that why I'm confused? I am going to use my washers. Are we discussing the fact that we have too many Vickies? Just trying to help. I thought that, okay, so they got there about the same time. That's why I'm confused. You are helping, Kat. Thank you. I'm just going to circle this like crazy. Lots of circles. Ouch. And then glue stuff on top of the circles. Like that squared off too straight. It was too straight. I had to do something about that. And then I'm going to put this over here. What else do we have? That painted page. We have lots of Vickies and no Victorias. Or not enough Vickies. We have a lot of Vickies. Not that that's a bad thing. We just have a lot. Who would have thunk that Vicky would be so popular in my stream? So we've got a lot of them. A lot. That's kind of a cool little strip of paper. Where can I put that? I don't want to put it down because it's so thin, I'm going to lose it. Now we're discussing age. No. We don't get to discuss ages. What else do I have in here that's different? And here's one of those watercolor pieces that I did with plastic wrap. I like the way that turns out too. I do have a video, watercolor experiments with these things. I'm going to do another one because it's always fun. It's always fun to have these kinds of papers to mess around with. So I think I'm going to leave the ends open for now, so when I put the signatures together, I can match them up. But I'm having some fun with this one. This is going pretty quickly. I've got quite a bit of stuff in that one. Off to the next signature. This one I started doing stuff in. I don't know why I stopped. I don't know. I just don't know. I colored that and never used it. So I guess it's time to use it now. Are you sure you can't hear that music? Anyone? Is it fun watching? I always think that this would be really boring to watch. I don't really say a whole lot, so it would be very boring to listen to. Oh, this is upside down. I like that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I want that the other way around. And it says, that's hilarious. I'll show you. Let me get it on while it's still wet. I want the writing to be right side up. And it says, went the other way. I glued it upside down. Oh. Okay. All right, just making sure. I don't want to get banned from YouTube. I would have, not only would I be unhappy, but I'm sure a few other people might be unhappy too. Just making sure. Making sure. You make along? You're making collages too? I like to hear that. I like this little piece. It needs to go somewhere. It needs to go somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where. It might be boring to someone who doesn't like collaging. I like long videos to listen to while I am doing stuff. It kind of makes me feel like there's somebody chatting away in the corner or something. Just something for my brain to kind of listen to instead of thinking about where I'm putting stuff, I guess. So I like long videos, and I don't have to worry about picking something else. I can just put on a 2-hour video, and I know that I can work along with the video, and I like that. So I'm hoping that other people like that too. I know that some people like the shorter videos, and I like to do I try to do some shorter videos, some clips, and just some show and tells. I try to make those pretty short because I know that not everybody likes the long videos. But I do. I like them because I don't have to worry about trying to find something else to put on, and I can just concentrate on getting something done. And it kind of feels like I'm not all by myself. And sometimes they're hard. The long videos are hard to find. How do you search for a long video? This is a green tea label. I thought it was really cool. So we'll put a little bit of that on there. The only way I know how to find a long video is to know who does long videos and look through their videos to find a long video. We'll put some of that on there. Kind of cool. Here's a piece of paper from some restaurant. We'd had this discussion earlier about asking for pieces of paper. I don't know. I don't remember this one specifically. I do it too often, I suppose. Ask for little bits of stuff. I can't even remember doing it anymore. Need something else on here, I think. I'm not seeing anything that catches my eye. Mix it up a little bit. Here's something. Blue. Put that one there. Oh, you can search for long videos? I didn't know you could do that. Oh, I will if they come, if I'm at a restaurant and there's an interesting coaster or a napkin or something like that, I will scurry it away before it gets wet or something gets spilled on it or whatever. I have scurried away like a coaster, and the waitress or somebody has come back and kind of saw that it was gone and give me another one. I do. I make sure if there's something, if I spot something interesting, I make sure I get one. A lot of times I ask for it. Can I have another coaster? Can I take this coaster home? And they give you the weird look, and then they shrug their shoulders and go tell the rest of the people that there's a crazy person over there on that table. Keep your eye on that one. Very strange. Oh, I like that. Don't know what she's doing with the coasters, but she's stealing coasters. Just a little smaller so it'll fit. You took photos of the napkins? That works. That works. I like this piece. It's a piece of security envelope with the washers on it. Shelley, you can put your link in, Shelley, if you you want to put your link in for your channel. You can do that so people can find you. I kind of like that. I don't know what else I'm going to put with it, but I kind of like that. One of my painted papers from last week. We'll put some circles on it. You had your computer ladies last week, and one of them brought cake for her birthday and some lovely napkins. I told them all not to use them so I could have some of them, and guess what, they got the idea and took all the napkins home. So Dorothy, poor Dorothy, didn't get any of the cool napkins because she told everybody what she was going to do with them, and they thought that was pretty cool. Oops. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. The things people do. Did you put your link in, Shelley? People would like to see your channel. I wish I could come to more of your live streams, but it's a time when I have other things going on. Or I would be there more often. As I do, I like the live streams. So, and I can work along with them. I don't chat a lot in live streams because I'm so busy doing this kind of stuff. And I'm listening and I'm looking at chat, but I usually have my hands all painty or gluey or something. And it's really hard I don't really want to get my computer all, I don't want to glue the keys down. Don't want to do that. That doesn't sound like a good idea, and it sounds like something that I could probably do pretty well. So I tend to not do a lot of chatting at live streams. In case you guys were wondering, I'm sitting there, I'm lurking in the back and not saying anything. That's the reason. I'm usually trying to get something done. That was Shelley. Thanks, Kat. We did a postcard swap, Shelley, right? You were one of those that I swapped postcards with. Do I have one of your postcards? Kind of like this piece, but it's too big for anything. Uh-oh, it is. Did I get it? I have to look now. It is 4 o'clock. It is Laura's time, so let me go see real fast. I have them over here. Now I'm curious. I have them in a folder. I don't know if all the addresses are covered, so I'm not going to flip it out until I'm sure. Yeah, I got some addresses showing. No. No. Here's what I've got. Ah! Some of these are Vicky S's. She sent me a whole bunch. Lindsay. I think I got one from Iffy. Here's Carol TMT. These are Vicky S. She sent me a little fairy tag. A fairy in a bathrobe. That Miss Vicky S. And this one was Iffy. I haven't seen Iffy around in forever. And these came from, this one, I want to say came from Australia, but I'm not quite sure. I'm not going to pull it out because I don't want addresses to show. That one was one I got, that's from Carrie, iCarrie. More Vicky S. So, no. No. Those are the ones I got. And then this one too from Vicky S. But so I didn't get it. It's not there, right? The birds is yours, Lisa? Which birds? Let me see if I can find it. Lisa is here. Got a couple birds. I'm peeking at the backs. Peeking, peeking, peeking. Ah. Oh, there it is. There's Lisa's. It's, this is, the holder is, it's just these are the pocket pages for 4x6 photographs for binders. They're just the standard ones that you find at, I got these at Walmart. They're the standard 4x6. They're to put photographs in, but I put postcards in. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Button. Thanks, Shelley. So it is Laura's turn, and I probably should go and get something to eat since I've been having so much fun gluing. I need to put this back. So thank you everyone for being here and relaxing with me. It was fun. I needed a little bit of relaxing time. It was fun talking with everyone. So thanks everyone. And if you're watching recording, I was talking to all kinds of people in the chat here. I do live stream every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Ustream TV. So thank you for watching.